if you were me in my situation, would you hire them? What's going on, guys? It is a great day to be part of the Dirt Life, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about building a team, how to hire lawn care technicians, how to hire sales reps, how to hire people at your company so that you are hiring the right people so that they are staying a long time in your company and you don't make all the mistakes that we made along the way. We are going to have a team of 24 people for this upcoming 2024 lawn care season. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is James. I own a company called Yard Dogs Lawn Care. In 2023, we did $2 million in annual revenue. This year for 2024, we're shooting for the big 3 million. So we make these videos as we document our journey to becoming Canada's largest lawn care company. I hope you like and subscribe. And now let's get into the whole checklist that you need to follow as you start to hire your team. So first and foremost, guys, when you're first starting to hire a company, you need to first make sure that you have a set of core values that you've identified at your company. A core value is a non-negotiable. It's a principle. It's part of your company that is so important that this person has as their personal values for them to work at your company. So the way to find these out is that think about everybody that's ever worked at your company and it's worked out. Think of all the people that have worked at your company but it hasn't worked out. They broke some sort of value, or they had some sort of value that worked. So think of all those things and then you can actually start to list them out. Now take your time with these. Core values are crucial you get them right, because then without them, you don't know who you're looking for. You can sure hire based on skills, but if somebody lacks the characteristics or the qualities that make a person, it's not going to work out. You know, someone might be the best salesperson in the world, but if they're a shitty person, if they lie, or they manipulate numbers, or they're just like always late, you're not going to be able to work with them. So finding the core values is crucial. At Yard Dogs, we have 5 core values. Core value number 1, extreme ownership. We want to make sure that everything that happens, it's my fault. You know, if I don't hit my quota, it wasn't that person's fault. It wasn't the time, it wasn't the weather, it wasn't the short growing season, it was my fault. And I'm going to take ownership for that. So everyone takes ownership for when they had rocks, when they had KPIs that they were responsible for and things didn't go well, they take ownership. So extreme ownership, number 1. Number 2, always ready for a challenge. You know, we're always looking to better ourselves. We're always looking to take it for next level. So we want to make sure that sometimes we get things thrown at us. When that lawn care tsunami hits us in the spring, we are ready for the challenge. We aren't trying to push work off. We are finding ways to help everyone have an easier workload and doing more of what it takes. Third core value is drama-free zone. Guys, we all have got our problems in our personal life. You know, life is not all rainbow and sunshine. Sometimes it's just a lot of grimness. But you know what? We don't bring that kind of stuff to work. So at work, if there's a problem, we talk about it. If someone has a problem with somebody, they have a face-to-face conversation. We don't gossip about each other. We don't bitch about our late day. You know, like for example, I have 3 young kids. Sometimes I'm really tired and I'm coming to work and I would love to just kind of mope all day, moan, but I don't. I get to the door and I say, you know what? I'm tired, but I'm gonna have a great day today. I don't want there to be any drama. I want to leave my problems where they and the same thing's true in your personal life, guys. When you get home from work, sometimes we have hard days at work. Leave those at home. You know, don't bring the baggage from work back home to your wife and kids, because that's not fun either. So drama-free zone. 4th one is everything earned, nothing given. So we start out with a small 1995 Toyota Previa shitty red van for our first vehicle, and we were driving that thing to high school when all of our friends and the people at our school, their parents bought them new BMWs, new Mercedes-Benz. You had this shitty old van. It sucks, but you know what? It makes you humble. There's something about starting out from the bottom, the underdog, the under-yard dog, that really helps you build character. So make sure that everything earned and nothing is given. The last core value for us is committed to excellence. Guys, if we're going to do something, do it right. No half-assing anything at our company. If we need to reevaluate work, that's one thing, but if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it 100%. So finding the core values of your company before you start hiring is huge, because you know the type of person you want to find. The job description, that's the job description. You know, you need a salesperson, great. What kind of person makes a great person that you can actually have fun working with every single day? Nail those core values. The second thing that you need to make sure you have is a very proper job description. Now, we post our job descriptions on Indeed.ca, but we also know that you can use things like ZipRecruiter on your social media to hire people. So making sure that you're outlining in a job description everything that the person needs to be, and it's okay to put in those job descriptions everything that the person doesn't need to be. Like, I'm not looking for someone to be a perfectionist. I am not looking for someone that has a PhD. I'm looking for someone that has the 5 core values of our company. And if this isn't for you, by the way, no worries. But if this is something that speaks to your character, please read on. Having a very detailed job description is going to help filter out a lot of the people and help save you a lot of time, because by the time you actually get to an in-person interview, because this is so time consuming as a business, you really want to make sure you've dotted a lot of your I's and crossed a lot of your T's. So put down all the job responsibility that person's going to have, and don't call it job description, call it minimum qualifications, because sometimes you're going to add more things to their plate. So make sure a job description is clear. Talk about the compensation. Talk about the company. Where's the company going? What kind of goals do you have the next 3-5 years? Do you want to stay a small local lawn care company and build a small, tight team? That's awesome. Do you want to become Canada's largest lawn care company? That's awesome too. Make sure you talk about where you're going. And when it gets to the compensation, hey, mention that you do P4P, or mention your hourly rate. Talk about the bonuses. Talk about the insurance that you do. All these kind of things. Put as much detail as possible into the ad. And at the end of your job description, ask for 2 things. They must submit a resume, and they must submit a cover letter that tells them why they think they will be a good applicant for the job. Now, put in all bold and all caps at the bottom. People who don't submit a cover letter will not be reviewed. You have so many people that just want to sit on their asses on EI and not actually work, so they just apply to companies all the time. If someone doesn't submit a cover letter, it means that they don't know how to follow basic instructions, because you put it very clearly in the ad, please submit a cover letter. So make sure that's there, and by the time you get a cover letter, it's a breath of fresh air, because somebody actually put in some work to show that they're a good person for your company. The third thing that we do when we're hiring a team is that if somebody submits the resume and cover letter and they look like they're a solid candidate, we first check out all their social media platforms. So I'm taking that person's name and I'm going to plug it into Instagram, to Facebook, to LinkedIn. I'm going to try to find them online, because you'd be surprised about what kind of face, what kind of mask they put on when it's a business profile or when it's a professional application. But then you go to their social media and they're literally just like, shotgunning left, right, and center, smoking weed every 3rd day, or like doing crazy things all the time. That's just like not the kind of character that you want to be around. It's okay to see a real person, and they're having fun in their lives and stuff, but I want to see photos of someone having an awesome adventure. I want to see them with their family. I want to see them doing things that they love. I want to see them having a blast. I don't mind if someone drinks, and I don't mind if somebody likes to have a good time, but at the same time, know a limit between what you're going to post on your social media and what you're willing to, because they're going to represent your company. Don't forget that. So we check them out on social media. The fourth thing that we're going to do, we're going to jump on a phone call. This is about a 10-minute phone call, and you can get very quickly, in a few minutes of asking the right kind of questions, what kind of person this is going to be. Because these in-person interviews, guys, they take a lot of time scheduling, figuring out the schedule, all those things, the coordination. It can be a pain in the ass, pain in the grass. So we like to jump on a phone call for 10 minutes just to qualify that person. Sometimes the phone call might go 20 or 30 minutes though. If it's going really well, the longer the call, the better the candidate's doing, essentially. The shorter the, if the short, I've had calls last 30 seconds, like, you know what, I don't think this is for you, thanks so much, and hang up kind of thing. So make sure that you jump on a phone. Now from there, if they've dotted all the boxes so far, so they've put a check mark in all of them, they had an awesome resume, they had an awesome cover letter, they had a clean social media presence, they had an awesome phone call with you, time to do that interview. So jump in person, and sometimes having someone else with you is ideal to just get 2 sets of eyes on this person, because guys, it sucks to hire the wrong person. It is way better to hire slow than to hire quickly and have to fire people like the next day because you just didn't realize that they're addicted to cocaine or something like that too. Just kidding, but could happen. So make sure you take your time with this. Then, guys, having good questions is important. Don't just wing interviews. Write down the kind of questions you're looking for. So, for example, yeah, you want to ask somebody what their strong suits are, but ask them about a time that they've messed up and they had to own up to something. Figure that out. Ask questions based on your core values, Tell me about a time that you de-escalated drama that was rising in your workplace. Hey, what are your weaknesses and what do you do to compensate for them? Tell me about a time that you had an argument and you realized you were in the wrong and you went back and apologized. Tell me about a time that you had some tasks that were overburdened, but tell me about how you rounded things together and got it done at the end of the day. Ask these kind of out-of-the-box questions that kind of have the person, you're not trying to test their skills, you're trying to test their character. and see how that they can show through storytelling and through previous experience what kind of person they've been. The next step of the interview sometimes should be a little bit of a skill assessment. So if someone says that they're a killer salesperson, say, great, have 3 calls ready to go from past leads or past estimates that they can call right then and there on the spot, and tell them, listen, I don't care if you book these people. These people probably, they're just people from my previous list, but I want to hear how you talk to them on the phone. Say you're calling Yard Dogs Lawn Care and you're looking to give them a quote for the upcoming season, and get them to call the person right away. The wrong kind of salespeople will give you a ton of excuses. Oh, I don't have my right headset, or my chair's not squishy enough, or I'm just not really in the zone right now. Those are red flags, guys. And one big thing I gotta say is that a red flag is a red flag. Don't ignore them when they come up in the interview process, when they come up in the hiring process. Make sure you're noting these down and know that, hey, if I see 2 red flags, I'm done, kind of thing there too. So get someone a little bit of skill testing right then and there on the interview. And last but not least, if they check all the boxes that we mentioned so far, don't forget this last crucial step, because it'll kill you if you miss it, like it's killed me in the past. Call the references. Ask them for 3 work-related references, and please make sure they're work-related. You don't want to talk to their piano teacher, their mother, their dog. You want to talk to 3 companies that they've worked up in the past. So call those people and ask them all the questions you want to ask. Be honest. I usually say, hey, listen, we're a local lawn care company here. This season coming up is very important to us. We can't really have too many mistakes. I'd really appreciate you to be honest with me with this hire, because if it's not the right position for them, I think we can both just save a lot of time by figuring that out right now. So ask lots of questions, and the great question to ask at the very end of the call reference call is to say, so if you were me in my situation, would you hire them? And I've had people say no to that. The interview was going well, the reference call, but I said, hey, would you hire them? Like, no, I wouldn't. Oh, why? Oh, because they're an alcoholic. Well, thanks for letting me know. That saved me quite a few. I dodged a few bullets that way. So check all the reference, guys. So it is so crucial to take your time growing. Your team is going to be a huge predicament of your success. You can't do this alone. You don't want to be the guy that's a one-man show forever. You want to build a team, because it's so much more fun that way, and you can only grow and scale if you're going to spend so much time with your people at your work. Guys, it's crucial you get the hiring right, because you spend a lot of time with the people you work with. I spend more time with my business partner than I do with my wife, So it's kind of important that Liam and I kind of get along, because I see a lot of him. So make sure that the people you work with, you're going to spend 8 to 10 hours a day with. You might as well enjoy them. You might as well have fun with them. And it takes some very slow hiring to make that happen. So guys, if you liked this video, please make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up. The season's coming up quick, guys. If there are specific questions you want us to answer in a video, lawn care, we've been doing this for a decade now. We don't have all the answers, but we have some. We've been through a lot of things too. I would love to make videos specific to your questions below, so please drop those. And thank you for tuning in. It's a great day to be part of the Dirt Life, and we will see you in the next video.